Greetings viewers, this is Monto Rabbit coming at you with another video. Today we're going to be continuing the review for the high-end master model Zoids Rev Raptor by Kotobukiya. For those of you who are familiar with my channel, you know how this goes. This is the type of video that I will examine each part of the Zoid before I will have another video where I review the kit as a whole, give my thoughts, the good, the bad, and everything that's in between, and my final verdict of whether this is a kit to be purchased. So without further ado, let's get straight to the review. Let's start off with the head, and I must admit I am kind of surprised just how small the head is. I know this is a small figure, but I was kind of surprised. But then again, a Velociraptor is a pretty tiny dinosaur actually, so I guess that is to be expected. But looking at this, I kind of do like the way how detailed the red parts are. If I can get a closer look, there's just some nice detail around here. I'm trying to do some paint aligning, but it didn't turn out the way I want to, so I'll just leave the details as is. But I gotta give it credit. Looks pretty good. Even the black, or I would say more like a charcoal, maybe like a gunmetal color, even looks good too. But yeah, I gotta admit the colors blend pretty well. They really work great together. Definitely my favorite part is the teeth. Luckily, these aren't too sharp compared to other Zoids that I've built, so I'm thankful for that. But even inside, you can tell there's some details. If I can get good the underside and even the underside, that's pretty nice. So yeah, and of course for all Zoids kits, majority of them, the head is where the pilot is. So here's the pilot, and this is, I still can't believe that this kit you don't put the pilot together. This is actually a figure that has already been made. Yeah, it was just in the bag, and all I gotta do and just take it out. That's it. I don't need to put a pilot together. So I'm unsure if this is the direction they want to do it, or just because this is a smaller kit. Not too certain on that. But personally, I always believe that building a pilot was almost like a waste. It would be just a lot easier, maybe even cheaper in terms of manufacturing. Just create the pilot like this instead of just creating a small runner with all the pieces. But that's just me. But yeah, other than that, the purple here kind of sticks out a little bit. I think it'll look better if it's a black cap instead of purple. But you know, it's not too bad. But yeah, that's the head. Next we have all the arms, and pretty sleek and nice design. The red does definitely go well with the, don't really know what kind of color this is. It's definitely a very light, like gray, silver grayish purple color. That's the best way how I can explain this color. Maybe if there's a better way to, I'm not too very good with like interior wall colors, if you know what I mean. You know, you go to a local hardware store and there's so many paints to pick from. It's never just like red, blue, green, you know. But that's besides the point. In any case, though, it does work well here. The one thing I am kind of a bit bummed, you do see some of the areas where this was attached to the runner. So I try to file those nub marks the best I can, but I think it would just be better if I just paint over it. But there's some nice detail here, especially on the upper arm. I did get some paint aligning there, just to darken up a little bit. Just a tad bit. One of my favorite parts, and one of the main things about the Zord is the claws here. His hands are meant to be like really sharp, and actually without adding too much pressure, these actually are quite sharp and pointy. Yeah, and that could hurt with enough pressure. But aside from that, Has a little bend there. Actually, a really nice bend too. So definitely looking forward to see how this is gonna work once put all together. And of course, the hand 360 claws do open. I actually have a nice, really nice range for the claws. So, but yeah, that's it for the arms. Next, I want to talk about the legs. The legs are actually pretty nice, pretty good. I can tell they're pretty strong and well put together. So definitely like the way how this is gonna look. That's the one thing I tend to worry about the legs, but the legs aren't strong. I don't know if the kid would be strong, but I think I'm gonna be good with this. It actually has some nice range of motion too. Um, Especially the knee joint is pretty good. Ankle joint is pretty nice as well. And it can just swivel just slightly. But even the toes or claws for the feet, they can maneuver a little bit too. So that would be a little bit interesting to get into certain poses. And there is this part that actually shifts up. That's supposed to be some sort of like jet booster or something for guys like an aerial attack. Even though this always not it's not meant for jumping, so I guess it's just used for speed. But aside from that, though, the colors do actually look pretty good. I think a lot better than the arms, whereas the arms are just red and this color for the legs and the arms. But I think the black charcoal works better with this color of the legs. This light gray purple color. And this actually, and the purple caps works well with this. To me, the purple caps looks better on the legs than it did for the head. So yeah, the colors to me look pretty good for the legs. I did add some paint lining to the feet here. I just make this a little bit darker. Some areas on the legs too. Get a nice close up. There's actually 6 lines there, but I think only 3 of them are showing pretty good with the lining. But other than that, though, yeah, it looks better on this side. So yeah, some nice paint lining did help to make certain details pop up. But that's it for the legs. Next is the body, and I was kind of hesitant to whether to review this as a whole, because in the directions, the upper body and lower body were kind of separated. It didn't tell you to actually put them together until you have all the pieces done. But I decided to just put these two together because I think it would be better that way. But also, it shows that the body actually has some nice rotation, actually nice articulation. So I'm looking forward to see what kind of poses I can get the Rev Raptor in. But the colors here, aside from the purple bowling, because I mentioned kind of like it, but if you add the black to it, I think this actually works pretty well. But the red does have some nice detail. Did add some paint lining to the side here. Not too much on the upper body though. But yeah, just mostly on the lower body, that's where I added. And I didn't even put any paint lining on the tail because I think it would just be hard to see it. But the trail does have some nice range of motion. Actually, the tail has a lot of good range of motion, so I'm really happy about how that turned out. Just goes up and down all around. And the tail does really good side by side. Actually, so yeah, really definitely nice. I really like the way how the tail turned out. And the body though, well, I don't know if the body will ever go 360 like that, but the fact that can rotate pretty well, it's pretty nice. It has a few points of rotation in the middle, in the waist here. So very, very nice. And this is just not so sure what this is actually used for. Don't know if it's for a weapon or something else. But, oh well. And there is one piece here. I think I want to say it's this bottom one. If I can get my fingernail there. Well, that's what I get for having short nails. But the purpose is, if you just take this piece out, this kit actually comes with another piece here. And if you can look here, this hole is meant for an action base stand. So just remove this piece, I want to say, and just add that one there instead. So at least it can be on a action base, but I'm going to test it out later. But yeah, very nice, and that's it for the body. And last but not least, but its main weapon. In this case, the main weapon is actually going to be attached to the back. So the only reason why I decided to keep this separate from the body, just because I want to really give a minute for just the weapon itself, because as small as it is, the blades themselves has a lot of detail that I was kind of surprised about. I thought it was just going to be like smooth blades all around, but no, there's actually detail on the sides here, and I added some paint line in there to darken up the details a little bit. And I also will say that the top side does look a lot better than the bottom side, because if you can see here, that's not really paint line, that's actually where the two parts connect for the blades. Other than that, it actually does look pretty good, and it does have some nice range of motion too. This can go all around and can actually extend like so. So I think this kit's gonna have some nice articulation all around. Definitely a good kit to make a lot of good poses, but I'm gonna test that out a little bit later. And there we go. But yeah, this can go all around like so. I guess the blades can go all the way like that. I'll say maybe 270 instead of a 180 or 360. So 3/4 of the way, 270 degrees. But yeah, that's it. Oh, and also this is the Zori cord that all these Kurabuki kits for Zoris come with. There's this little Zori core. But this is kind of interesting because I think this is the first kit I know of that I can recall that the Zori core is actually not in the torso, it's actually on the back. So a little bit interesting there. Yeah, but yeah, that's it for the weapons. Thank you all for watching. This is a pretty quick video. Just want to give you all an update. Don't worry, I've not forgotten about doing a review and continuing on with the review for this kit. I've just been busy with some work and some other things in between. But just want to be sure that there is a video coming up, and definitely more videos coming up outside of this kit right here. But yeah, this looks pretty nice. I'm looking forward to see how this is gonna look all together. And yeah, I'm looking forward to pose this. Everything else seems pretty strong by themselves, so I'm hoping they will stay strong once put together. So with that being said, again, thank you all for watching. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell for more video updates. There are two videos here. There is the most recent one, which is the unboxing of this kit, and another one that YouTube picked out. You can follow me on all the social media platforms such as Instagram and Reddit. And again, thank you again, and until next time, keep on building.